Hey guys, and welcome to Tasmania TV. Today's video is a requested one, and it's one that I've gotten requested a lot of times. It's kind of a follow-up to the bullies, trolls, and haters video, and it's about self-confidence. So that's what we're talking about today, and this is something that I think is really important. So I might get a little personal here, and if you have any more questions, it's totally okay to ask. Before I get started on that, I just want to take a little time to say to everyone who has requested something, any kind of video request, don't be too mad at me if I haven't gotten around to doing that video yet. I get a lot of requests and I only post like one video a week, so it takes time to work through all of them. And obviously I also want to post videos that aren't requested that I've come up with myself, so it may take some time before I get around to making your particular video, but if you asked me to do a video and I said I would do it, I will do it. I have like a long list of requests, so keep a lookout, it will come, okay? So first of all, as you can see, I am au naturel today. Well, I'm wearing clothes, but I don't have any makeup on. This is not a big deal for me. You've seen a lot of my videos, particularly the makeup videos, where I don't have any makeup on. How the fuck am I going to teach you how to put on makeup if I'm already wearing makeup in the beginning of the video? Doesn't make any sense. So for a lot of girls, self-confidence and makeup are two things that go together. I know a lot of girls and women who are basically afraid to leave their home if they're not wearing makeup. I'm somebody, as you know, that really loves makeup, being a makeup artist and just experimenting on myself and stuff like that, but I don't have any issues at all walking outside without makeup. The face you're looking at right now, this is what I actually look like. The makeup and the dots and the lips and all that stuff, that's just surface, you know? Yeah, it's a part of my personality, but I'm still me without that, you know? So I don't have any issues walking around without makeup. It's actually pretty comfortable to be able to do this or go swimming without having to keep your head above water or whatever it is. So I know girls and women of all ages who are afraid to walk outdoors without their makeup. It's like a safety blanket, I guess. So for me, if we're gonna start at the very beginning, self-confidence, yeah, I'm a very confident person today. I'm 31 years old, I have some life experience, I've gone through some stuff, and I'm a grown-up now, so yeah, I've got self-confidence. Sure, I mean, there are days when I'm just like, ugh, can't stand to look at myself in the mirror, but that mostly has to do with other things in my life. It's not about me or how I look or anything like that. So I'm confident and I'm very proud and happy about that. But I wasn't always. My confidence came, I think in my early 20s, and it started then, and then it's just built up after that. And throughout school and high school, I was just miserable. I felt alone all the time. I was a kind of special child. I like being by myself. I have a wild imagination, if you will, so I was fine being by myself a lot, but I had friends and all that stuff too, but just I kind of always knew I was different somehow. And I grew up in this small town, like really freak-ass hick small town, and as most of you are probably aware of, people in small towns tend to be more prejudiced than people in larger cities, because if you're from a big city, then there are more different kinds of people, like a larger spectra of different kinds of people, and that just means that people are used to everybody not being the same. But if you're from a small town, there are rumors and gossip, and people like things a certain way because we've always done things this way around here, and blah blah blah, and all other kinds of bullshit that does not make any sense or give any value to anything whatsoever. So I was pretty miserable growing up, kind of bullied and stuff like that. But today I'm actually happy that I had to go through that, because it made me a stronger person. And I think I talk about this a little bit in the Haters, Bullies, and Trolls video too. For me, the turning point came, 3 people kind of told me the same thing, but in different words. The thing that they told me was basically this: the person that you present to the world is the person that you are. So the person that you want to be, just present yourself as that person. Because always unhappily in love, oh my god, all the time. So I tried to be who I thought people wanted me to be, and that just made me even more miserable. This was basically through, well, the first couple years of high school, and then after that I was like, you know what? This is not working out for me. I want to be able to be myself, and I want to be able to have friends who appreciate me for being myself. And if the people around me don't like the person that I am, then they're not really my friends. So I have cut out a lot of people from my life during the years. Like large groups of people just dumped all at the same time because they gave me nothing. Sometimes that's what you have to do. I understand if there's a fear of being by yourself, but I think everybody has to be by themselves for at least a short period of time during their lives, because you have to get to know yourself. If you're afraid to be by yourself, how will you get to know yourself? How will you know who you are if you're always constantly surrounded by other people, you know? I have friends throughout high school and after that who always had boyfriends, like girls who could never be alone. They dumped this one guy, or they got dumped, and then he just jumped onto the next relationships because they were afraid to be alone. And oh, that's so stupid. You don't live for that other person. The other person might make your life better or heighten experiences that you share in different ways, but you have to be able to be by yourself. That's like the number one thing. And for me, like realizing how bad my confidence was came when I was dating this guy who was even worse off than me. He hated himself so bad. He was really depressing, and after a while I had to take a step back and I was like, is that what I'm like? And that just freaked me out, and I decided to fuck it, never again. I'm gonna be the person that I want to be. And I mean, it took time. Of course, you're not gonna switch it from like the one day to the next, but it takes time. All you have to be sure of is, what kind of person do you want to be? What kind of life do you want to live? What kind of statements do you want to make? What are your main goals, your opinions, things like that? What makes this life worth living? You know? You have to decide for you what's important, and appearance is a part of that. For some people, it takes a lot greater value than it should. In the grand scheme of things, the way you look doesn't matter at all. I know it's difficult to understand that living in the really exterior focused society that we do, but that's the truth. If World War III came and like all the world was destroyed and everybody had to live in caves or whatever, nobody would give a fuck what you look like. The way you look would not make your situation better in any way whatever. It wouldn't help you do anything, it wouldn't help you get anything. It would just be what you were willing to do, how you would fight for things and stuff like that. What kind of person you are, it's really what it comes down to, not what you look like. So appearance, yeah, it really doesn't matter actually, if you think about it. Then there will always be people who will judge you by the way you look. Alternative or not, that will always happen because of your weight, of your skin, of your style, of your age, if you have handicaps, or because of your sexuality. Whatever reason, people will always find something to pick at. That's what people do, especially really stupid, like non-educated people. So you have to surround yourself with people who are smart, who appreciate you for who you are, who share your view on the world. If you surround yourself with that kind of people, you can always be yourself, you know? You don't have to try to fake anything. You don't have to try to be anybody else. You can always be yourself. So that's really important. If it's difficult to find these people, don't be afraid to be on your own. Everybody has to. Like I said, everybody has to be on their own, and they have to be able to be on their own for a while, even if it gets lonely and scary. Every person has a different experience. Some people go through rougher things in life and have to struggle more and to find their confidence. Yes, and it's easier for some people, but in the grand scheme of things, you know the old saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I actually believe that's true. If you're willing to use something bad that happened to you and recreate it into energy or something positive, or share your experiences with the world in some way, it'll make you a better person, it'll make you stronger, and you will get that confidence. So, in one of the requests for this video, I was asked to talk about the confidence to wear high heels if you're already tall. Things like that. I understand that, it's like I said before, being taller than the average person means that people will look at you. That's just how it is. I have chosen an appearance or a style that automatically makes people look at me, so I'm really used to it. No matter what it is you want to do but you're worried about doing because you think that you lack confidence, whatever it is, if it has to do with your appearance, if it has to do with finding a job, a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or whatever it is, the solution for all of these is the same. If you want something, you have to try to get it, okay? And there's just no way around that. There's no easy fix. It's just like dieting. There's no like push of a button and you automatically look the way you want to. It doesn't work like that. You have to work hard at building your confidence, and once it's there, you have to maintain it because it can't go away. It's a lot of work. It's every day. You have to focus on the positive. My best friend is one of those people who's amazing when it comes to this stuff. She just has this amazing ability to always focus on the positive. And I'm not always that good at doing that. I'll have days when I'm like, everything's shit, and I'm fat, and I suck, and I didn't finish this project, or whatever it is. And she'll always know what to say. She'll always be like, well, you did this thing, remember? And you were awesome at that, and you did this, and you do that, and la la la. And she'll always point out the good things. So I can be hard on myself just like anybody else. So it's kind of important to remember to not be hard on yourself. If you fail, get up and do it again. Try as many times as you need, but you'll eventually get there. I know I'm like babbling about cliches here, but treat people the way you want to be treated. Don't judge if you don't want to be judged, and you kind of have to accept that there will always be assholes who won't understand you. Well, you don't have to be around those people. And just a simple advice for anyone who's worried about anything that has to do with appearance, whether it's walking around without makeup or having a particular style or getting a tattoo, whatever it is, people that you don't know can judge you as much as they want. You will never meet these people again. Why does their opinion matter to you? Surround yourself with people whose opinion matters to you and who get you. Don't surround yourself with negative people who will take energy from you instead of give it back. You need to have a give and take relationship with everyone in your life. And if there are negative people, you have to kind of try to cut them out for your own good. It's not about ego. It's not about, everyone has to work to make themselves happy. That's just how simple it is. And I realize how long this video has become now. Sorry, I could just talk on for days about this. But as I said, if you have any questions about this, go ahead and ask me. If you don't want to put it in the commentary, you can send me an email to bloodandbeauty@gmail.com, or you can send me a direct message here on YouTube. So, you guys are awesome. Stay awesome, and I will see you in my next video, okay? Thank you for watching.